research. One of the insights of the book, which I had also heard from faculty, was that they feel very alone in this kind of work, similar to what we were just talking about at lunch. They feel like, I am the only one in my department that's out in communities doing it's intensive work. People are hard, and they felt kind of alone about it. So I thought, okay, as my job as a campus engagement zone coordinator, what I can do is host. Maybe I'm gonna host a lunch. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna have one on East Campus and City Campus. We're gonna go to the dining halls. Everyone's gonna buy a lunch or bring a lunch, and we're just gonna be together once a month. So as I was creating the calendar invites, I thought of every reason not to hit send. Like, junior high Jentry awoke from her slumber and was like, are you out of your mind? What if nobody comes? What if you forget somebody and they get mad that they weren't included? What if, who gave you the permission to host this? What if my boss gets mad? And then finally, the one I was most terrified was, what if people come and they feel it wasn't worth their time? And so all of these questions swirled around me as I was finessing the logistics, but I finally decided to hit send. And I'm proud to say that they've been successful. However, unlike junior high Jentry, I'm defining success not by how many people show up, but by the content of the conversation. There have been lunches where 20 people have showed up and we've had to grab extra chairs and squish in tight. There have been at least 2 lunches where 1 person showed up. There haven't been any that 0 people showed up. Next, in May, it's the Friday of finals week. We'll see what happens. And if anyone would like to join, let me know. I'll send you the calendar invite. However, they've been parts of my month that I really look forward to, because it's a different mix of people every single time. I don't think we've had 2 lunches that have been the same. And what I decided was the invite is going to be the constant. I'm gonna make it at this time, in this place, second Friday of the month, that's going to be the constant. And people can come to the ones they can come to. And I'm gonna be chill about if they say they're coming and they don't come, if they wanna come but they can't. The invitation is just always gonna be there. And then the other thing I decided was that an idea from community engagement practitioners is the people who come are going to create the conversation that only those people at this time could create. It's your job as host to create the welcoming space and then to ask some good questions to activate that conversation. So I tried to take that as my mindset, as my lens. So as I was preparing my remarks for today, I was working with my writing mentor at the Writing Center. Everyone should go to the Writing Center all the time. And we were talking about these remarks, and she said that she teaches a class on writing in communities, and her students reflect on this question that I'm trying to answer today. And as we were reflecting, her students often ask the question, how small can a group get before it's no longer considered a community? And as we were talking about that idea, I said, we both discovered our love of the author Adrienne Maree Brown. Any Adrienne Maree Brown fans? And I hope I make you all fans by the end of today. Well done, Georgina. Adrienne Maree Brown is a facilitator and a writer, and she talks about how small is all. Small is good. Small is the large is the reflection of the small. And she brings in the work of Nick Obolinski, who defines this idea as emergence. I want to get it right. So emergence is the way complex systems and patterns arise out of relatively simple interactions. So everyone look at your fingertips. So do you see how the swirls in your fingertips are the same swirls that we see in the galaxies? Think about a head of broccoli. A head of broccoli is one tiny flower that's repeated over and over and over again. And so this idea is, but when the broccoli flower is repeated at scale, it makes something robust, it makes something nutritious, it makes something sturdy. And so this idea that we can think about our communities like this. So if we can get our interactions to be full of empathy and shared decision-making and affection and reciprocity, then our communities can be full of those virtues as well. I'm going to leave you with one last quote from Rachel Naomi Remen, who's a physician and an author. She says, "You don't have to heal the world by doing something, making a huge difference. It's about healing the world that touches you." And I created a slide to make that quote be my Zoom picture when I go off camera, because it reminds me that I don't have to do something extraordinary to make the world a better place. I also really love the direction of that quote. Dr. Remen isn't asking us to go and widen our circles of influence. She's saying there is plenty of the world that is touching you already. Where can you make that difference? So I'm hopeful that in our time later, you'll take one of these cards or this piece of paper and you'll jot down, what's the world that's already touching me? And where can I make that difference in that corner of the universe? Thank you very much.